want to turn to Marion County now, where level 3 evacuation notices remain in place for Lyons, Detroit, Gates, Mill City, Mahama, and Idana. Level 2 BSET evacuations include Scotts Mills and areas east of Meridian Road, Davis Creek, and Victor Point. Communities including Staten, Sublimity, Almsville, Silverton, and Mount Angel have been downgraded to level Be Ready evacuations.
The Beachy Creek fire in Marion County has burned just under 190,000 acres, and nearly 600 firefighters are battling that blaze.
Yeah, right next to it, the Lions Head fire has burned nearly 150,000 acres. Cor Harlan is live at the evacuation center at the Oregon State Fairgrounds in Salem with more on the areas being threatened by those fires. Cor?
That is a lot of acreage that you just described there. As you mentioned, in all the Beachy Creek fire burning just about 190,000 acres. I can tell you from here at the Oregon State Fairgrounds in Salem this morning that the conditions this morning are a lot like they have been the last 2 to 3 mornings here, with this inversion layer, keeping the fog low to the ground, keeping the smoke low to the ground, but also really restricting what firefighters like to call dynamic fire behavior. That essentially, the atmosphere just essentially puts a big lid on the atmosphere and suppresses all the airflow in and around the fire. And for firefighters, that could not be much better news there. It has been at about 190,000 acres on the Beachy Creek fire for the last 3 days. There's been very little wind. Over the weekend, our crews were allowed to get some access up into some of the areas most scarred by the fire in and around Detroit and the Detroit Reservoir area. And in the coming days and weeks, as we get to see more pictures of what you're looking at right now, this will become really horrifying for a lot of people who are familiar with this area up Highway 22 here. Some famous landmarks, well, pretty famous landmarks if you've been in there, including the Cedars restaurant there in Detroit, has been burned to the ground, as have several other buildings in and around the area there in the immediate area of Detroit. I've read an account where Oregon State Senator Fred Girod, who has a home in Mill City, was allowed to get in there and have a look around and saw his childhood home, his forever home, essentially burned to the ground. He was able to get in there through the roadblocks as well. So this is going to be a real hard chore for a lot of people who come back to their properties and see them all burn. The number of fatalities here on the Beachy Creek fire remains at 4, with 10 people still unaccounted for, and who knows how many others that nobody knew about that are not reported to be unaccounted for yet. And among the missing, again, I talked about this yesterday morning from here, the man, a 72-year-old man, George Attia, who is essentially seen by a lot of folks as the godfather of the Opal Creek wilderness area. He single-handedly, along with a few other people back in the late 80s, was one of the instigators and one of the driving forces that kept the chainsaws from cutting that area of old-growth forest there in and around Opal Creek. He gained a lot of notoriety for that, a cheer from a lot of environmentalists, derision from a lot in the timber industry, but he remains missing this morning. He has a home up in the fire area that was completely destroyed there. We have no update on his whereabouts this morning. But a lot of assessment going on, some very interesting looks around a landscape that a lot of people will not recognize when it is open for the public to go in and have a look around at there, Jenny and Ken. But the conditions, as I say, the fog is a little bit better this morning. It's a little bit more visibility here, but the conditions are really good for preventing more of the active fire situation. That's why you've seen the total acreage burned remain the same for the last 2 to 3 days there. And a little rain wouldn't hurt a firefighter's effort either. They hope to kind of keep this fire sitting in the perimeter that it's in right now. Jenny and Ken?
Yeah, well, our thoughts are with the families who have missing loved ones, including the Attia family. Thank you, Cor. Well, the Marion County Sheriff's Office has a phone number that people can call to have a deputy check on their property in Detroit and Idana. It is a way to limit people in those evacuation zones. That number is 503-798-6823. Now remember, that is for Detroit and Idana only. People can call that number. You see it on your screen between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. 7 days a week to have someone check on their property. The deputies will try and get back to you as quickly as possible.
Fire